I am so excited to get on the Appalachian Trail. I have 100 more days before I set foot on the Appalachian Approach Trail at Amicalola Falls. After several months of looking at videos, learning as much as I can about the trail, getting all my gear, losing weight, saving religiously. If you're like me, you still have some areas to attend to. So in this video, I'm going to share with you 6 areas that I still have to look at and continue to focus on for the remaining 100 days before I step onto the trail. So the first area I'm going to look at are shakedown hikes. One, I'm going to be dialing in my gear. I'm going to make sure that it's the right gear, it's the right weight, and that I can handle it on the trail. I'll be progressively adding weight and carrying around my backpack on my local hikes, on some overnights, as well as walking around my neighborhood. I might even take it to work and just carry it around at lunch so that I can just get used to carrying that heavier and heavier weight over time. The next area that I'm going to look at is, or focus on, are resupply boxes. I need to decide how much food I need per day or per week, but then also what foods am I going to put in those resupply boxes. Most likely it's going to be jerky, pemmican, biltong, maybe some other dehydrated foods, as well as trying to prep some like powdered eggs or powdered beef, as far as so I can get a stew or a beef stew going. But with that said, meaning I'm going to create some menu and some recipes. I'm going to purchase all the ingredients. I'm going to dehydrate my necessary foods. I'm going to vacuum seal and date all of the food that I'm going to be using. And then I'm going to store it in a freezer so that my wife can just pick out the appropriate food, put it in a box, and send it off to me. But with that said, I'm going to have to create kind of an itemized list of what's going to go in each box, and also try to figure out different areas as far as the post office, which post offices to send it to, because I don't want her to have to look around for addresses, but I'm going to try to get as many addresses as I can to help her out when my wife decides to no, when I ask her politely to ship me some more supplies. The third area that I like to look at, or that I'm going to focus on, is getting my finances in order. And this doesn't mean budgeting. I've been budgeting for about a year for this. I'm going to get a separate checking account. I'm going to actually also get a credit card, and I'm looking into several different travel credit cards so that I can use it as well as my debit card, knowing that I'm traveling and that it's not going to just get shut off every time I get into a new town a little closer to home. The other areas, I'm going to re-up my life insurance. My life insurance policy actually ends on the first day that I am going to be on the trail. So March 5th, my life insurance policy is over. So before that happens, and as late as I can get it, I want to re-up that and have some life insurance before I go on the trail. That's a conundrum, but it's something that I will figure out. The other thing is make sure your health insurance is up to date. I'm talking about myself, but these are kind of points that I can give you. And I'm going to get a Hike Safe card. I'm going to re-up that for New Hampshire, as well as getting the right apps for the trail. I know that the Far Out app is a very popular app used on the Appalachian Trail, and I will purchase that as I get closer. The other thing I need to get is the Garmin InReach Mini, which I will get that as late as possible so that when I put service to it, I suppose I could get the actual product, the InReach Mini first, and then turn it on in February and keep it for the, 6 to 16 months that I'm going to be out on the AT. So that's what I'm leaning on. I figured I would go over my budget. I'm going to be spending about $1,000 per month, so I will continue to work on my budget. And I'm kind of anal retentive when it comes to numbers, so I'll probably have all sorts of spreadsheets to get me going. Number 4 would be health and fitness and my weight loss. I will continue to be on the carnivore diet. I will continue to fast so that I can get more into ketosis. Actually, I'm monitoring that with a blood glucose monitor and ketone monitor so that it'll make sure that I can be as efficient as possible in losing my weight and also going into a little bit of autophagy, but we won't get into that right now. I will be doing 2 types of exercises. Some I've already started, as if you've looked at my videos. I'm doing stabilizing exercises and mobility exercises. As an older guy, I can get strong pretty quick, but my flexibility is, well, it's lacking at this point. So for stability exercises, I'm going to focus on my shoulders, doing things like shoulder shrugs. My chest, I will be doing some push-ups. Looking at my back, I'll be doing rows and different exercises like that. My core would be planks, and side planks, and absets and crunches, stuff like that. My hips would be squats, step-ups, and lunges. My calves would be heel raises. And those are just simple exercises that you can do at home. As far as flexibility exercises, chest and shoulders, I'm going to be doing foam rolling as far as pec stretch and thoracic extension stretches, as well as my hips. I'm looking at hip flexors, quad stretches, piriformis stretches, and calf stretches. So those are kind of an overview of what I'm going to do to improve my body physically outside of all the walking and the hiking and the shakedown hikes that I'm going to be doing. So that brings us to number 5, getting to Amicalola Falls. Fortunately, I have the huge blessing of a friend or friends who have moved from my area down to the Atlanta area, and he's going to pick me up at the airport, drive me to his house, feed me, let me stay there for a day or 2, and then he's going to help me go shopping on the Monday before my trip, and then he's going to drive me to Amicalola Falls. So that's a pretty good deal. Number 6, the last focus that I have is I am going to continually post videos on my YouTube channel. I'm going to learn more about filming in a vlog style because I'm kind of sketchy with that, and then learn about editing my vlogs on my iPhone at night, hopefully in my tent with enough power, and then getting more equipment to make it a little easier. And I don't mean getting a lot of equipment, but somebody had mentioned a gimbal, and I believe that helps with kind of stabilizing the video, but I'm going to learn more about that. Again, leave a comment. Let me know what you know about vlogging on the Appalachian Trail or any through hike for that matter. And the other thing I'm going to work on is trying to learn it and then streamline my process. So I might have kind of a cheat sheet to get me going when I first get down to start the trail. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, share it with people who might be interested or might benefit from this video. And remember that my carnivore videos come out on Friday. So with all that said, happy hiking.